Given that Dragon Ball Super has been somewhat of a upward spiral of just nonstop action-packed Saiyan climbing new heights type of thing, uh, I wanted to get some thoughts that I had on the series itself, mostly pertaining to Goku. He seems to be going through these forms rather quickly. I mean, if you think about it, he went from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan God Blue, which is a Super Saiyan on top of the God form, and then he went to Saiyan Instinct. I don't even know what the actual term, but if you really think about it, how is it that these characters, specifically the Saiyans, because even the Saiyans from the other universe is able to, they're able to just transform so quickly also. How is it that they're tapping into this power? Like, we know literally how the other universe is doing it. They're just imagining energy and getting angry by focusing on their back or something. But the ones from our universe, we're used to seeing them go through, just horrible crap, like things that would make them go insane, literally just snap, or they would go through perilous times where it was a fight or flight response. They had to, if not, they were going to die. People are really upset about these transformations that these people from the other universe are able to do, and but for some reason everybody's on board with Goku turning into this new form, Saiyan Instinct. In my opinion, I think both are feasible because, I mean, we've seen Saiyans turn into another form on a whim sometimes, most of the times, anyways. And it just seems to be something that is fulfilling whatever the arc is to make the characters progress. So without this progression, without this forced, whatever you want to call it, energy or anger or story arc or whatever the fuck you want to say, I don't know the right terminology because I'm not a writer. Um, when these things happen, it's used. It's a plot device. It's what we were around for. We saw the Saiyans transform for the first time, and it was pretty cool. And we stuck around because we wanted to see what else there was in store for, whatever Goku was going through, whatever Vegeta was going through, so on and so on. My point is, I think it's necessary to make these other Saiyans progress to such a degree because otherwise, how is there any threat to Goku or Vegeta at this point? They've already reached godhood. They are legend. They are of gods. They're able to compete with gods. How do you contest against that? Well, from what we know about our universe, we've seen Goku and Vegeta go through shit. We've seen them just meditate for hours on end for what is it they do? They go in the hyperbolic time chamber and they stay in there for, to them, what seems like 2 or 3 years, and really it's just a few days at home in the real time. So we've seen them train under intense conditions, like 100 times gravity or even more than that. So from what we learn from just what they do, the things they go through, the universes are similar, but they could be polar opposites in a sense. Like in our universe, Planet Vegeta is fucking gone. It is obliterated. But in the other universe, it's still around. But it's called something else. But it's still there. So it makes sense that they would be able to progress really quickly, not just because, their mind works different or their transformations work different, but just, for a plot device, it would make sense because there's nobody else to compete against. And it's like fighting fire with fire. Obviously, fire and fire is going to, they're going to cancel each other out. They have to. So what's the other thing that will take the show? Jiren. It's Jiren and his team. So we need that plot device while Jiren is meditating. We need that plot device of Saiyan versus Saiyan, which is what it used to be. It used to be Vegeta versus Goku. So I think it's very feasible, and I think it's normal. It's a normal progression from what we had before. So I really don't see any problem with it. And people are upset about characters not being their own identity or whatever. I think the girl that's basically Broly 2.0, I think she's a badass, and I think she deserves to have some limelight. Also, the fact that Broly is not canon, we could at least see something there. We can see that Akira Toriyama actually gives a crap about his creations. And he probably did it just to legitimize Broly as a character. So, if anything, him making a Broly 2.0 female character is actually giving us legitimacy with Broly, which is good. So, in a way, he is canon now. What else would I was? Oh, and I think I actually know the secret behind the transformation that Goku's going through, and I think Vegeta knows it too. He's just not saying anything. Usually, when it comes to transformations, Vegeta is like really freaking out because Goku one-upped him. But all he did was just ask him. He just casually asked him, like, "Hey, how'd you do that?" And he just after Goku said, "I don't know," like he was like, "Oh, okay," and then that was it. Like he didn't freak out. He wasn't like really intensely jealous or anything. He was just like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So Vegeta himself has something in mind that he has that Goku doesn't, or he's able to do the same shit. He's just not showing it. Um, but yeah, long story short, I had a feeling that something was going to happen with the Spirit Bomb because I remember in the movies Battle of Gods when Beerus and Goku were fighting and Goku passed out. What was he doing? I forget the scene exactly, but I remember he was floating because he passed out fighting Beerus. And then out of nowhere, he snaps out of it and he cancels out some weird fucking attack or something that Beerus was going to use to destroy the Earth. But it was like he absorbed it. He absorbed all of that energy. I was thinking maybe he put the energy off somewhere, kind of like an instant transmission, but just with energy. Like he teleported it somewhere else. But then I was like, that's too much energy to process that quickly. Like, there's no way. So I was thinking maybe he did something like the original Saiyan, the first Saiyan that ever turned into ape form. What he did was he harnessed so much energy that he ended up exploding because it was so unstable. It was so much raw power behind it that he literally blew up and died. He combusted. I think Goku managed to do that without combusting. I think he absorbed a powerful energy from Beerus, and he was able to just not die, which is what the original Saiyan was unable to do. I think that's what happened. I really do. And I remember thinking, man, you know what? This would be a really good plot device in the future. And lo and behold, they used the same shit in Dragon Ball Super, but with the Spirit Bomb. It wasn't Beerus's Death Ball thing. It was the Spirit Bomb. So this energy absorption was used from the Spirit Bomb that was made by pure-hearted, nice people that Goku and Vegeta knew. Or the Z team knew, basically. They were the Z team. That's how they were getting their energy. But yeah, Goku, he was able to summon this energy really quickly because everybody else was, giving it away from him. But really, at the end of the day, what is energy and where does it come from? Where does it go? How does it work? Like, even in science today, it's still not being proven where it comes from. We just know it is. We just know it is around us and it's part of us. We know that the reason we exist is because of energy, but we have no idea where it actually comes from. We know that it's in the stars. We know that it's in the planets. We know that it's in water. We know that it's in the air. We know that it's in fucking vibrations, frequency and vibration. My point is the Spirit Bomb itself is just a collection of energy. A collection of energy from kindred spirits or people that have a peaceful mind or people that have a willing mind, as in they're open to helping. This energy that Beerus had seems to be the entire opposite. It was the polar opposite of that. It was just pure hatred. It was pure destruction, pure anger, and pure decimation, right? It was something that should have destroyed Goku himself in his entirety. That's how you get erased from Beerus. Not just his touch, but this weird energy, this red, weird-ass energy that the gods use, to the gods of destruction. That's what they use, is this weird energy to blow shit up or to disintegrate things. That being said, how is it that Goku is able to harness this energy, both not just this negative frequency, but this positive frequency? How is he able to manifest these things into a transformation? He's converting this energy. He's able, I don't know how, but he's able to convert this energy from uselessness or usefulness into something that he wills to be. Imagine seeing Bruce Lee, right? What was his big thing? It was the 1-inch punch. What would he do with that 1 inch? That 1 inch, I think he said it in some behind the scenes videos or something. He'd be like, I already imagined the punch happening, or it already happened. So he always thought in terms of I am. It's always in the present. It's never in the future. It's never I'm going to do. It's not I have done. It's just I am. Okay? In that perspective, I can see Goku able to manipulate this frequency or this matter, whatever you want to call it. I think I can see him converting it into this fluidly ever-flowing energy that can constantly go into his vessel, with vessel meaning his body. He should be dead. He should be gone from existence, but he's still there. A part of me is wondering if he's just actually dead and he's using this energy to give the illusion that he's still around, because otherwise, where's the stamina at that he had? He had 0 stamina, supposedly. Another theory I have is he's still around, he's still alive, right? But the key difference is during these experiences that I've heard or that I saw of him absorbing these energies at a high fucking rate in such a short amount of time, even while he was dying, to do this conversion into a transformation process to reach instinct or whatever you want to call it, that ability alone to convert it, it's beyond me. What it actually is this energy that's just, it's pure and it's raw, just like what I said before with the first Saiyan that was able to transform into grade 8 form. It's just pure raw energy that is being converted into usefulness, into something that he's manifesting, something that he has already imagined for himself. That's why he's able to dodge things so quickly. That's why he's not able to... He doesn't even have to think about it. He just is, because that's how he thinks. I just am. What was I saying? I was going somewhere with this. Oh my god. Brain fart. Brain fart. Oh no, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose it. I was on a roll. The energy, where does it go? What is he doing with it? What was my fucking point? Oh my god. Oh, I know how he's able to overcome his stamina problem, because he figured out that he was able to convert this energy into something useful, or to something that he can manifest willingly. He thought about how energy is in everything, just like I thought about when I was saying that long ass rant earlier. What he realized was you can take energy that is in the air willingly. There's energy in the air. There's energy in everything around you, especially near gods. There's pure energy everywhere. When you are existing, just existing, you are giving off a vibration. You are giving off a frequency or an energy into the air. It's called your aura. You can absorb auras, whether people are willing to or not. You can absorb it. You could take it for yourself and use it for something else. What people do in normal meditation, people do this thing called grounding, where they imagine that their feet are part of the ground, like a tree. The feet is part of the ground, and they're getting energy from Gaia, or energy or source, whatever you want to call it. So the reason I know this is because I used to do this. I used to meditate all the time. So it makes sense. Like it's very common sense. I mean, if you think about it, it's very straightforward because that's Dragon Ball Z. The whole fucking thing is about Goku, but it's also about his ability, everybody's ability to tap into this energy that we all know because it's a part of us. This energy or this chi or whatever you want to call it, it comes from some place, but you can manifest it from other things. You can manifest it from everything that is alive. So imagine having no energy at all and you're basically going to die, right? But you're able to meditate while you're moving or breathing. You're able to meditate with your eyes open. You're able to meditate happy thoughts, basically putting yourself in your happy place and absorbing energy while you're doing what you're doing. Now imagine transforming into a higher elevation, into a higher sense of being. You're able to do that 2 times fold. So imagine going from a Saiyan to a Super Saiyan to a Super Saiyan 2 to a Super Saiyan 3 or whatever and beyond. Imagine being a Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God Blue, like whatever you want to call it. All right? Imagine being to those ascended levels and being able to tap into source so quickly, being able to actually absorb more energy than you're putting off. You have stamina back. You are back in the game and you're able to do what you want and do what you will. So, people saying he has no stamina, I think I just figured it out. And I think based on the past, Goku's learned. He pretends he's hard-headed and that he's dumb, but he's learned a lot in just the short amount of time that he spent fighting these other Saiyans. These other Saiyans have pushed him into new heights, and I think that they're a necessary arc in the story. If they didn't exist, then Goku and Vegeta wouldn't have a reason. It would just be Goku and Vegeta being rivals. And there's not much fun in that whenever they're both on the same side, especially right now. Frieza himself, I think, is even going to be pushed because he's seeing these Saiyans elevating to new heights, and obviously he doesn't like that. He's a Saiyan hater. There's no other way around it. He just doesn't like the Saiyans anymore, or he never did really. My point is, these characters need to exist. Goku is not an idiot. He pretends to be, and he might be to some extent, but he has learned a lot in the few short minutes that he has spent fighting these Saiyans. And I think that his progression is ridiculous. And because of his progression, I think there's going to be a limit, or he will be eliminated from something, or something bad's going to happen. I don't know if it has to do with Goku or not, but I do know that the reason for his transformations are inevitable, and they will be brought up eventually. I know Goku is the main character, but I have high hopes that Gohan and Vegeta and Piccolo have something up their sleeve because they're still around, and they keep putting in interest more and more on Gohan and Piccolo, despite the fact that we're seeing other Saiyans fighting and it's a badass scene. And even Vegeta too, like I said, he didn't seem very surprised about the new transformation that Goku was able to do. He was just like, "Hey, how'd you do that?" You know, like offhandedly, like, that's kind of interesting, whatever. But he wasn't like fucking flipping his shit, you know. Anyways, yeah, I know this is different. I just wanted to put in my 2 cents because most people are really complaining about this, and I really don't see why. I mean, if you use common sense, it would make sense. It does make sense as to why these characters are around, and the reason for these transformations. They're inevitable and they're going to happen, and we're probably going to see more. This probably isn't even the end, and it's not just about Goku. I think Gohan or Piccolo's got something up their sleeve. Something's going to happen with them. Anyways, I guess that's it. See you around, guys. Sorry for not posting videos. I will do my best to do some more. Right now, I am currently going through a lot of family shit, and I kind of don't have a job right now, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, as soon as I get all my shit in order, I'll start posting more videos, and hopefully, I'll be doing my Halloween videos either late this month or I know it's really late, guys. I'm so sorry. Um, I'll be posting my Halloween videos, my late ass Halloween videos, later this month or early December, or the rest of December. Fuck, I don't know what's going on with my life right now, but I do know that I do have a lot to catch up on. I'm very sorry that I haven't. Um, anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I appreciate your views. Thank you very much. Have a good day or night, wherever you are. Oh, and don't forget to arch your heart.